Ito ang 106.3 Dance Radio. Dance Radio.
Prepare yourself.
Ang silid-aralan sa radyo, hatid namin ay makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo at kaalaman. Mapaumaga, tanghali o hapon man yan, ang istasyong magbibigay impormasyon kahit saan man.
Alright, here we go.
106.3 Dance Radio. Doña Aurora National High School, Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela.
This
106.3 DWDR-FM. Music, arts, physical education, and health. Mga aralin na dapat malaman, inyong tututukan dito sa 106.3 Dance Radio. Ang istasyong magbibigay ng edukasyon kahit saan man at ang silid-aralan sa radyo. 106.3 DWDR-FM. Sa MAPEH, learning is amazing!
Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. What a pleasant morning we are having. Okay, good morning also to our supportive Chief of Education Supervisor, Sir Dr. Rodrigo V. Pascua, and to the supportive head teachers, especially to Sir Leo Bernardo. Good morning po. Also to all teachers and staffs of Doña Aurora National and High School. And of course, hello po sa mga mapamilya dyan na nanonood sa live natin ngayon. Hello also to the parents, students who are listening right now, most especially sa aking grade 8 maroon, purple, and tangerine. I am your teacher, Monica G. Limpin, and with me are the other grade 8 MAPEH teachers.
Okay, yes. Good morning, Doña Aurora National High School. Especially sa mga grade 8 learners, to my grade 8 Aristotle, Copernicus, Socrates, and 8 SPA.
Yes, good morning, good morning. Special mention sa aking grade 8 Aquamarine, grade 8 Ivory, and grade 8 Cyan.
Okay, so isang mapagpalang umaga mga mag-aaral ng 8 Crimson, 8 Beige, and 8 Burgundy.
Okay, so ganun din sa grade 8 SPJ ni Sir Arnel Lagasca at 8 Lavender ni Sir Ryan Colcol.
Yes, so bago tayo magsimula, kailangan lang nating i-comment sa ating comment box ang inyong section kasama ang hashtag Music8. So ano pang hinihintay, grade 8 learners, i-comment na.
Yes, nagbabalik na naman kaming mga grade 8 teachers, di ba? Kami ay natutuwa. Sana kayo din. Okay, kami ay narito upang makapagbabahagi ulit ng kaalaman sa larangan ng musika. Ayan,
Yes,
kaya...
third quarter na tayo, Ma'am
Yes, ma'am, ang
Monica.
bilis talaga, di ba, Ma'am
Yes.
Anna Mary? Kaya
Okay.
naman sa lahat ng mga students dyan, tumutok na at makinig sa ating aralin ngayon. Ma'am Ani, ano nga bang inaasahan natin ngayong araw?
Yes, Ma'am Monica. So at the end of this lesson, the students of grade 8 are expected to first, listen perceptively to music of South Asia and Middle East. Second, analyze musical elements of selected songs and instrumental pieces heard and performed. And then the last one, perform music from South Asia and Middle East. So sa mga gustong matuto at madagdagan ang kanilang mga kaalaman, ano pang hinihintay nyo? Makinig na dito sa ating live streaming sa MAPEH Quest sa Music 8. Siyempre, dito, matututo ka na, mag-e-enjoy ka pa. Saan ka pa? Dito lang yan sa MAPEH Learning. Where learning is
Amazing!
Okay, so makinig na tayo sa ating lesson sa Music 8.
Music, arts, physical education, and health. Mga aralin na dapat malaman, inyong tututukan dito sa Dance Radio. Ang istasyong magbibigay ng edukasyon kahit saan. Ito ang 106.3 Dance Radio. Totonia Aurora National High School, Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela. Ang silid-aralan sa radyo. 106.3 DWDR-FM. Dance Radio. Sa MAPEH, learning is amazing.
Good day, grade 8 learners. I am happy to be with you in 30-minute broadcast. You get now your ballpen and learning activity sheets so we can start our lesson in Music 8. Did you enjoy learning and experiencing the music of East Asia?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you call the folk song of China?
Ma'am, the folk song of China is Moliwa.
You are correct! Moliwa is a traditional Chinese song with a lyrical and gentle melody. The lyrics about the jasmine flower make it a love song as well. How is Chinese music described?
Ma'am, Chinese music is gentle and lyrical.
You are right! It's time to get back on the road. Let us see how music is done in the countries of the South and Middle East.
The South and Middle East.
This lesson is about vocal and instrumental music of India, Pakistan, and Israel. In their music compositions, you will get a sense of their cultural background, social roles, and performance styles. At the end of this lesson, you are expected to listen perceptively to music of South Asia and the Middle East. Analyze musical elements of selected songs and instrumental pieces heard and performed. And explore ways of producing sounds on a variety of sources that would simulate instruments being studied and performs music from South Asia and Middle East music.
Yes, travel na naman tayo. Oo nga, ang saya-saya naman.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board Flight 888 with service from India, Israel to Pakistan. We are currently third in line for takeoff and are expected to be in the air in approximately 7 minutes' time. We ask that you please fasten your seatbelts at this time and secure all baggage underneath your seat or in the overhead compartments. We also ask that your seat and table trays are in the upright position for takeoff. Please turn off all your personal electronic devices, including laptops and cell phones. Smoking is prohibited for the duration of the flight. Thank you for choosing Dance Airlines. Enjoy your flight.
Suprabhat. Good morning. Welcome to India.
Ang saya na sa India na tayo.
India is the largest country in South Asia. Its music is as vast as its geographical location and as large as its demographic population. The music of India reflects different aspects of Asian culture through its timbre, rhythm, melody, texture, form, and style. In general, Indian music remains fundamental to the lives of the people of India as a source of spiritual inspiration, cultural expression, and entertainment. India's classical music tradition includes Carnatic and Hindustani music,
Carnatic and Hindustani music,
which have developed over many centuries. Music of India also includes several types of folk song and popular music. One aspect of vocal music uses melismatic singing and nasal vocal quality, when compared with the Philippine music, which uses melismatic singing, is only used in chanting epics, and the Passion, singing based on a set of pitches, was popular even during the Vedic times. The Samagana style of singing developed into a strong and diverse tradition over several centuries, becoming an established part of contemporary tradition in India. The hymns in Samaveda, a sacred text, Vedas of Hinduism, but ranks next to Rig Veda in terms of its sanctity and liturgical importance. What are the two Indian vocal music?
Ma'am, the two Indian vocal music are Carnatic music and Hindustani music, ma'am.
You are right! What are the characteristics of Carnatic music?
Ma'am, Carnatic music refers to music from South India.
Correct! What else?
Ma'am, Carnatic music is a temple music.
Precisely! The Carnatic music is a temple music because it is directed to a Hindu god. Aside from that, another answer?
Ma'am, Carnatic music is unified.
Precisely! It is unified where schools are based on the same ragas, the same solo instruments like veena, flute, and violin, and the same rhythm instrument. What else are your answer?
Ma'am, Carnatic music is lyrical.
Absolutely correct! Carnatic music pieces are mainly set for the voice and with lyrics. Do you have another answer?
Yes, ma'am. Carnatic music is Kirti, ma'am.
You are correct! Carnatic music is devotional songs. Let us listen to the sample of Carnatic music. You have just heard the sample of Carnatic music. Did you enjoy the music?
Yes, ma'am.
Let us proceed to Hindustani music. Can you give information about Hindustani music?
Ma'am, Hindustani music is from northern India.
Very good. What else?
Ma'am, it was influenced by Persian.
Very good. Hindustani music further developed in the 13th and 14th centuries AD with Persian influences and from existing religious and folk music. What are the characteristics of Hindustani music?
Ma'am, in Hindustani music, nasal singing is observed in their vocal music.
Wow! Your answer is correct. Give another answer.
Ma'am, the most common style of singing is called kyal.
Absolutely correct. Kyal means imagination. Let us listen to the example of Hindustani music. Just listen to the example of a Hindustani music. After learning about the vocal music of India, the next topic will help you learn the instrumental music of India. There are many musical instruments of India. Some instruments are used primarily in North Indian music, which is Hindustani Sangeet, while many other instruments are used in South Indian music, which is Carnatic Sangeet. Instrumental music is often similar to vocal music, but sometimes they have distinctive instrumental style. There are 5 known traditional systems for classification of instruments. These are Gan, Abanad, Sushir, Tat, and Vitat. What is all about Gan?
Ma'am, GAN is described non-membranous percussive instrument but with solid resonators.
You are right. Gan is one of the oldest instruments in India. It may also be a melodic instrument. What are Gan instruments?
Ma'am, GAN instruments are Gatam, Karta.
Manhira, and note.
Brilliant answer. What is Abanad?
Ma'am, Abanad is described as a membranous percussive instrument. This class of instruments typically comprise the drums.
You are fantastic today. The Abanad instruments are daf, dol, and table. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Let us proceed to Sushir. What is Sushir?
Ma'am, sushir is also known as blown air. It is characterized by the use of air to excite the various resonators.
Very good. Can you give examples of instruments under Sushir?
Ma'am, shank, surpeti, and shenai are the instruments under sushir.
Wow, you are amazing! What about that?
That is referred to as vina. During the old civilization, instruments in this class are black, like string instruments na.
Wow, what a remarkable answer! Examples of these instruments are sitar, gotuvajam, ektar, rabab, and gopikant. Let's move on to Vitat. What is Vitat?
Ma'am, bitat is described as both string instruments.
Impressive answer. This is one of the oldest classifications of instruments and yet did not occupy a place in classical Indian music until the last few centuries. Can you give examples of instruments under Vitat?
Yes, ma'am. The instruments under Vitat are banan, esrach, chikara, and sarangi.
Very nice answer. To better understand the lesson, let us listen to the sample instrumental music of India. You have just listened to the instrumental music of India. Before we proceed, let's have an infomercial.
Ano ang pinaka-naalala ninyo tungkol sa ating aralin sa music?
Ang pag-awit ng mga katutubong awitin sa iba't ibang lugar sa Pilipinas at sa buong mundo.
Tama! Minsan nga, nakakatuwa ang mga awitin na gumagamit ng iba't ibang lengguwahe. Pero ang saya-saya, di ba?
Hindi natin nalilimutan ang mga linya sa mga awitin. Nakatatak ang mga ito sa ating puso.
Sitsiritsit, alibangbang, sa laginto, sa lagubang, ang babae sa lansangan, kung gumiri parang tandang. O di ba? Alam na alam ko pa.
Sa true, Beshi. Ito naman sa akin. Rasa sayang rasa sayang sayang hey, lihat no na jaun, rasa sayang sayang
Napakanta rin ba kayo habang pinakikinggan ang himig?
Hi! Kay sarap namang balikan ang ating mga natutunan.
Pinalakas ng musika ang ating mga pandamdam. Inaantig ang ating damdamin at ibinabalik ang mga alaala.
Ang musika ay isang katangi-tanging elemento sa mundo na nagbibigay at patuloy na magbibigay kulay sa ating buhay.
Isang mensahe mula sa MAPEH Learning Area at ng himpilang ito.
Kayo nakikinig sa Music Grade 8. Kasama si Teacher Nina Jenny C. Guillermo.
I'm back! Salaam! Hello! Welcome to Pakistan music. Central Asian music encompasses numerous different musical styles originating from a large number of sources. Though Pakistan is part of South Asia, its western part is considered as an extension of Central Asia. Pakistan is known for its unique vocals. The distinctive Pakistani sound was formed with multiple influences not only from various parts of South Asia, but it also includes diverse elements from Central Asia, Persia, Turkey, and the Arab world. What are the two vocal styles in singing in Pakistan?
Ma'am, Ghazal and Kawali are the two vocal styles in singing.
Very good. What is Ghazal?
Ma'am, Ghazal is a traditional expression of love, separation, and loneliness.
Very nice answer. What else?
Ma'am, it tells about both the pain of loss of the lover and the beauty of love in spite of that pain.
Very good answer. Its structural requirements are stricter than those of most poetic forms traditionally written in English. It is considered by many to be one of the principal poetic forms in the Persian civilization. Ghazal can be sung by both men and women. Another vocal styles of singing in Pakistan is Kawali. What is Kawali?
Ma'am, Kawali is the devotional music of the Christi order, a variant musical tradition that stretches back more than 700 years ago.
You are brilliant today. Kawali is originally performed mainly at Sufi shrines throughout the subcontinent and gained mainstream popularity. To better understand this style of singing in Pakistan, let us listen to the sample music of Kawali. have just listened to the sample music of Kawali. Let us move on to another musical instrument in Pakistan, which is Punjabi. What is Punjabi?
Ma'am, Punjabi music strengthens the importance of musical instruments in Pakistan.
Very good. Punjab is a region in South Asia which is divided into the West Punjab, Pakistan, and East Punjab, India, and Bhangra. One of the most recognized forms of Punjab is based on the drum rhythm of dol. The significant instruments of Pakistan are tabla, dholak, harmonium, and rubab. Let us listen to the sample of instrumental music of Pakistan. You have just listened to the sample of instrumental music of Pakistan. Are you enjoying?
Very much, ma'am.
Before we proceed to the next discussion, let's have an infomercial.
COVID-19 has caused loss of lives and economic hardship all over the world. It has changed our habits and the way we live while testing our public health systems and impacting on our livelihoods. With this, the role of environmental health practitioner has never been more vital as we face up to the ongoing challenges this pandemic. Many changes are about to happen for a greener environment, more equal and more stabilized economy. COVID-19 pandemic has resulted numerous impacts on the environment and climate. But amid this crisis, we have a chance to build a better community and environment. Hashtag healthy environment. Hashtag healthy community.
Kayo nakikinig sa Music Grade 8. Kasama si Teacher Nina Jenny Sigilian.
I'm back. Let us move on to another place, and that is Israel.
Israel.
Welcome in Israel. In general, the music of West Asia is modal. Harmony is not emphasized, but rather includes salient features such as melodic complexity and ornamentation, including one-fourth tones and rigorous rhythmic development. West Asian music is commonly used during communal worship, like in mosque, synagogue, and church. Mystic rituals like Sufis, Hasidic, life passage events like wedding, bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, and anniversaries. Another one is entertainment like belly dancing and folk dancing. Israeli singers have a distinctive vocal style. They sing with guttural and throaty enunciation. What are the two divisions of Jewish music?
Ma'am, the two divisions of Jewish music are devotional and secular.
You are correct. What is devotional?
Ma'am, devotional is almost entirely vocal and featured during Sabbath and other holidays.
Wow, very nice answer. Devotional is the art of Hazan. Hazan is a leader of prayer in synagogue. Has always been evident in the culture. And shofar is a special call to a prayer and repentance. It is sounded on the high holidays, like the Jewish New Year and Day of Atonement. What is secular?
Ma'am, in secular instruments and voice are used.
Amazing answer. What else?
Ma'am, it's played during the light passage events.
Correct! Secular is context lies outside the religious domain and very rhythmic and have popular and romantic texts. After knowing the vocal music of West Asia, let's move on to instrumental music of Israel. What are the significant instruments of Israel?
Ma'am, the significant instruments of Israel are Jewish lyre, psalterion, and so forth.
Correct! What are the significant instruments of Arab countries?
Ma'am, goblet and taf are the significant instruments of Arab countries.
You are right! How about the significant Middle Eastern instruments?
Ma'am, we have oud and darbu are the significant instruments of Middle Eastern instruments.
Very good! Let us listen to the instrumental music of Israel. Wow, you have just listened to the instrumental music of Israel. Asia is truly rich in its culture. It's time to see if you remember what you have learned. Let us answer Activity 1 in your learning activity sheets titled Peace, Order, and Organize.
Peace, order, and organize.
Directions: compare and contrast the vocal instrumental music of Pakistan from the music of India. Draw this diagram on a sheet of paper and fill in the spaces. Let us answer the similarities of vocal and instrumental music in Pakistan and India. Punjab is a region in South Asia which is divided into West Punjab, Pakistan, and East Punjab, India, Bhangra. One of the most recognized forms of Punjab is based on the drum rhythm of dhol. They both wonderful distinctive vocals and musical instruments. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. You may answer differences of vocal and instrumental music in Pakistan and India in your most convenient time after the broadcast. On page 2 of your learning activity sheets, Activity 2 titled Lend Me Your Ears.
Lend me your ears.
Directions: listen perceptively and describe the elements of music in the folk song Hymn to Shiva.
Hymn to Shiva.
Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. Let us listen to the folk song of India titled Hymn to Shiva.
Unai dat movan, ol narutu ve
How do you feel about the music?
Happy, ma'am.
I'm glad to hear that. And now let us process the activity 2. Number 1. What is the tempo of hymn to Shiva?
Ma'am, the tempo of the hymn to Shiva is slow.
Very good. You may answer number 2 and 3 in your most convenient time after the broadcast. Let's proceed to activity 3 titled Let's Sing Together. Directions. Now that we have finished discussing the music of the South Asia and Middle East, it's time for us to hear your own song interpretation. You may sing the Israeli song titled Zoom Gali Gali.
Zoom Gali Gali.
Record your performances using your cell phone or other media devices and submit it to your respective MAPEH teacher through Messenger, email, or other media platforms. You can watch again the 2 songs in YouTube if you have an internet access. See the rubrics in your learning activity sheets on page 2 as your guide. Listen attentively as I play the song Sum Gali Gali. You have just listened to the song titled Sum Gali Gali. Did you enjoy singing?
Yes, ma'am.
This song will serve as your performance in music and answer the reflection on your activity sheet on page 3. Do this in your most convenient time after the broadcast. Congratulations, you're done. Good job. You are amazing. We are done with our lesson in Music 8. I hope you understood our discussion. This is your radio teacher, Teacher Nina Jenny C. Guillermo, leaving you a quote from Elton John. Music has a healing power. It has the ability to take people out of themselves for a few hours. Thank you, everyone, and goodbye.
Music, arts, physical education, and health. Mga aralin na dapat malaman, inyong tututukan dito sa Dance Radio. Ang istasyong magbibigay ng edukasyon kahit saan. Ito ang 106.3 Dance Radio. Totonia Aurora National High School, Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela. Ang silid-aralan sa radyo. 106.3 DWDR-FM. Dance Radio. Sa MAPEH, learning is amazing.
Dance Radio, silid-aralan sa radyo. Hatid namin makabago, paraan ang pagtuturo.
Wala nang makakapigil pa. Sulong Arangkada 106.3 Dance Radio sa Aurora, Isabela.
Edukasyo'y susulong, basta na magtulong-tulong. Sulong edukalidad, Dance Radio. Learning is amazing.
Okay, ayan nagbabalik muli kami. Okay, napakinggan na natin ang RBI sa Music 8. Ito ay ilan lamang sa mga impormasyon o kaalaman tungkol sa ating lesson ngayon. So, mas marami pa tayong malalaman. Kaya naman, tumutok kayo sa ating live discussion. So, ano pang hinihintay natin, Ma'am Ana Mary? Take it away.
Yes, so bago natin simulan ang ating aralin ngayong araw na ito, atin munang balikan ang ating napag-aralan last quarter sa Music 8. So, mga minamahal namin mag-aaral, so halina, ay nihikayat namin na kayo ay sumagot sa ating question ngayong araw na ito. So, last quarter napag-aralan natin ang musika ng East Asian country, ang China, Japan, and Korea. So, ngayon, tingnan natin kung may naiwan pang mga impormasyon at kaalaman sa pamamagitan ng pagsagot sa inihandang mga katanungan. So, gaya ng dati, i-comment lang ninyo sa ating comment box ang tamang kasagutan. So, sa mga nakikinig naman sa radio, i-text lang ang inyong sagot kasama ang inyong pangalan at section sa numerong naka-plus sa inyong screen. Yan. Okay, so question number 1. Ma'am Monica, ano kaya ang katanungan number 1?
What are two basic types of scales in Japanese music? Pelok and slendro or yosen and insen?
Okay, ano kaya ang tamang sagot? Ulitin ko ha. What are the two basic types of scales in Japanese music? A. Pelok and slendro. Next, yosen and insen. Ano pa ang hinihintay nyo? Comment your answer now.
Yes, Ma'am Ana Mary, marami nang nag-comment ng kanilang sagot. Ano nga ba ang tamang sagot?
Okay, so tama. Pelok and slendro.
At nakuha ito ni Jamie Miel Lamog ng 8 Aristotle.
Okay, yes. Congratulations, Jamie Miel. Next question, number 2, Ma'am Maylin.
Yes, this is the question number 2. It is a Korean folk song used as a symbol of Korean culture. So, these are the choices. A. Arirang, B. Molihwa, C. Rasa Sayang, and B. Sakura. I'll repeat. It is a Korean folk song used as a symbol of Korean culture. Is it Arirang, Molihwa, Rasa Sayang, or Sakura?
Okay, ano kaya ang tamang sagot? Ma'am Monica, i-reveal ang answer. That is letter A, Arirang. So, nakuha ito ni Ashley Timoteo ng... Ay, hindi. Meron pa. Si Jamie Miel Lamog. No, number 2, letter A ang sagot niya.
Yes, congratulations. Siya na naman yung nakakuha ng ating number 1. Okay. So, number 3 to ha, hindi siya number 1. Ma'am Ale.
Okay, so for question number 3, how is Chinese music described? Okay, so letter A, it is gentle and lyrical. Letter B, it is slow in tempo and it is very peaceful. Letter C, it is meditative and highly ritualized. And letter D, it is slow and melancholy. So, what is your answer?
Okay, Ma'am Monica, kindly reveal the correct answer. Yes, it is gentle and lyrical. Ito ay nakuha ni Missy Natasha Garcia Galang ng 8 Aristotle.
Ayan, very active ang 8 Aristotle. Ayan, so napaka-active rin ng ibang students natin, di ba? Dahil lahat sila, ang daming sumasagot. Kaya naman, ngayon ay maipapakita naman akong larawan. Sa mga larawang ito, matutukoy natin ang ating lesson or paksa ngayong araw na ito.
Yes, Ma'am Monica. So, alam ko lahat na tayo ay nakakakita ng mga Indiano. So, saan man panig ng lugar dito sa Pilipinas, ay may mga Indiano. Tama ba ako, mga kasama? So, paki-describe nga at pakisabi kung ano ang itsura at characteristic nila. Ma'am Maylin.
Yes, so tama Ma'am Ani. Sabi mo kanina saan mang panig dito sa Pilipinas, maraming mga Indiano. Sila ay kilala natin sa tawag na Bombay. Ang itsura ng mga Bombay ay matatangos ang ilong, may itim, bilugan ang mga mata at mapipilantik ang mga pilik mata.
Okay, so nakikita nyo naman sa inyong mga screens. Actually, ang mga Bombay, ang gugwapo at ang gaganda nila kasi
Yes.
napakatangos ng kanilang mga ilong. Okay, so at alam ba ninyo, marami tayong mga salita na nakuha sa kanila. Halimbawa na lang mga ito ay guro, asawa, diwa, puri, wika at budhi. O, sa kanila pala yun, yung naririnig natin na yung mga yon. Dahil sa mga kultura nila, nakabuo sila ng kanilang mga magagandang musika. Ang India ay pinakamalaking bansa sa Southeast Asia. Okay.
Okay, so siguro naman ay may idea na kayo kung ano ang ating pag-aaralan sa araw na to base sa mga larawang inyong nakita sa ating monitor. Okay, yes? Ngayong araw ay pag-aaralan natin ang tungkol sa music of Southeast Asia and Middle East. Okay, sa ating talakayan ngayong araw, mapag-aaralan natin ang mga sumusunod na topics. 1, we have the vocal music of India, Pakistan, and Israel. Okay, 2, we have the characteristics of traditional music of India, Pakistan, and Israel. And lastly, musical instrument of India, Pakistan, and Israel.
Okay, so bago tayo mag-umpisa sa ating talakayan, nais ko munang pakinggan at sabayan natin ang isa sa kanilang mga awitin. Okay, mga kasama, handa na ba kayo? Ma'am Monica, Ma'am Maylin,
Ale, handa ka na ba, Ma'am Ale?
Alegria. Sumabay din kayo mga learners, grade 8 learners sa kantang ito. Okay, this is a Zoom Gali Gali.
Zoom, 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 zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. Zoom, gali, 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 zoom, gali, gali, zoom, gali, 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 zoom, gali, gali, zoom, gali, 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 zoom, gali, gali, zoom, gali, 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 zoom. Hecho no se mana muda, amudale mana chanuz. Hecho no se mana muda, amudale mana chanuz. Zoom, 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 zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom.
Okay. Galing ni Ma'am Monica.
Kaya nga. So, ayan. So, yan ay isang halimbawa ng awitin na galing sa bansang Israel. Okay, ang Zoom Gali-Gali. Okay, now. So, start na tayo?
Yes, Ma'am Ana Mary, start na tayo sa ating talakayan.
Okay, so start tayo sa music of India. Okay, ang music of India ay sumasailalim sa iba't ibang aspekto ng Asian culture. Okay, through its timbre, rhythm, melody, texture, form, and style. So that is the different elements of music. So ang musika ng India ay binubuo ng iba't ibang folk music at popular music. Isa sa aspeto ng vocal music nila ay gumagamit sila ng melismatic singing with nasal vocal quality. So ano nga ba ang melismatic, Ma'am Monica?
Ayan, so nakalagay sa ating monitor screen, singing with nasal vocal quality. At ito yung musical style with several notes to be sung in one syllable. Ibig sabihin, paiba-iba siya ng nota. Pwedeng mataas na nota, pwedeng mababa na nota. Ating gagamitin. Ma'am, ano ba? Magsasample ba ako?
Yes, mag-sample ka.
Okay, pag kunyari, excuse my voice. So, parang, sabi, one syllable. Kunyari, ang syllable na gagamitin lang natin ay ma. Oh, yun na. Or, kung gano'n lang. Ganon. So, different notes with one syllable.
Ayan na, napakanta si Ma'am Monica. Okay, so, tama. So, dito sa atin, kung ikukumpara natin, ang melismatic ay ginagamit lang sa mga chanting epics at pasyon.
Yes.
Yan. So, ano nga ba ang pasyon? Alam ko na alam natin ito, lalong-lalo na sa mga learners natin, lalo-lalo na sa mga learners natin na Roman Catholic. So, ang pasyon ay salitang sagutan ng tagabasa tungkol sa kabanata ng buhay ni Heso Kristo, kaugnay sa kanyang paghihirap, pagkamatay at muling pagkabuhay na nakasulat sa patulang salaysay. So, masabi ko nga kanina sa mga Roman Catholic, ang tawag dito ay Semana Santa. No? Ipagdiriwang ng mga Roman Catholic ang Semana Santa sa April 14 to 15, 2022. Yan. Okay, now, let us proceed to the characteristics of traditional music nila, no? So, meron tayong Carnatic music at Hindustani music. Ano kaya ang pagkakaiba nito? Let's find it. So, first is Carnatic music. Okay. Ang Carnatic music ay galing sa South India. Actually, kasi nahati ito, South and North India. No? Okay, so, ang Carnatic music daw ay galing siya sa South India. And then, number 2 characteristic niya is a temple music. Okay, kapag sinabi nating temple music, this music is detected or directed to a Hindu goddesses. Sino-sino ba yung mga Hindu goddesses nila? Merong si Lakshmi, the Hindu goddesses of wealth, si Brahma, the creator, Vishnu, preserver, the Shiva, destroyer, and a reincarnator. So, kumbaga, this is yun yung directed na yun. Next one is unified. Kapag sinabi natin unified, this music are based on the same ragas or same solo. Gumagamit sila ng the same, what we call the same rhythm, same ragas, yung mga yan. Okay, and also same instrument. Usually ang ginagamit nila dito is the mridangam and the gatam. Pagtitingnan natin mamaya sa musical instrument ng India. Okay, another classification is yung tinatawag nilang Kriti. Okay, Kriti means, what we call this one, devotional song. Sabi ko nga kanina, Carnatic is a temple music, no? Para kay God. So, Kriti means devotional song. So, those are the different characteristics of Carnatic music. Another vocal music nila is yung Hindustani music. Okay, ano naman ang pagkakaiba nito sa tinatawag nilang Hindustani? Bago tayo pupunta dyan, Ma'am Monica, paki-play nga yung Carnatic music para ma-identify nila kung ano yung pagkakaiba. Okay, so while playing, okay. Okay na ba, Ma'am Monica? Okay, sige pa. Okay na yon. Okay, next one is Hindustani music. Okay. Now, kapag Hindustani music, ito ay galing sa North India. Kanina South, ito naman coming from North India. And ang pagkakaiba ng Hindustani music, ito ay with Persian influences. Yung kanina, more on India lang talaga. Ito with Persian influence siya, no? It was developed in 13th and 14th centuries AD with Persian influence and from existing religious to folk music. That is the time na nagbago-bago na, meron ng pagbabago yung music nila. Okay. Next one is nasal singing. Kapag sinabi nating nasal singing, yung voice quality nila or yung vocal music nila is galing sa ilong or pailong, yung characteristics niya. Okay, the next one is khayal or imagination. Okay, khayal or imagination, ito yung style of singing nila, no? The common style of singing or sinabi natin kanina, ang Carnatic is devotional while the khayal is more on imagination. Okay, so they form a music through their imagination. Okay, so that is the difference between Carnatic music and Hindustani music. Ma'am Monica, kindly play the Hindustani music.
मसलन बड़ा ख्याल इन राग यमन अलग
Yes, so natalakay na natin ang vocal music ng India. Yung nasal, ma'am, di ba, kunyari na lang sa artista. Ayan, ihahambing natin sa artist ng Philippines, si Eric Santos. Nasal siya. So, pag umaawit siya, kapansin-pansin na parang galing sa kanyang ilong yung kanyang pag-awit. Ayan, si Eric Santos. Ayan, mag-proceed naman tayo sa Pakistan. Okay, so sa makikita natin, ito ay flag ng Pakistan or watawat ng Pakistan. Kapansin-pansin dito ang kulay green or dark green na kulay nito at sa gitna nito ay meron siyang white crescent moon. At yung white crescent moon na yon ay sumisimbolo ng progress or pag-unlad. At meron rin siyang white star, five-sided yung star niya. Ito ay sumisimbolo ng light and knowledge, kaalaman at liwanag. Okay, so tong flag nila, kadalasan ginagamit nila yung green lang na flag, wala siyang white stripes. Ibig sabihin, pag may white stripe, ginagamit lamang nila ito kapag Independence Day or Araw ng Kalayaan dahil ito ay sumisimbolo ng state minorities. So, ang kanilang kabuuan, ang kanilang flag ay sumisimbolo sa religious minorities at ang kanilang commitment sa Islam.
Yes. So, ayan. So, napakinggan natin kung ano ang simbolo ng kanilang flag. No? Simbolo ng Pakistan. Okay, next, Ma'am Mylene.
Yes, so let us now proceed to the Pakistani vocal style of singing. So basically, there are two types of Pakistani vocal style. We have the Ghazal and Kawali. Later on, Ma'am Alegria will be discussing about Kawali, pero unahin muna natin ang Ghazal. So ano ba ang Ghazal? A Ghazal is a traditional expressions of love, separation, and loneliness. It is a lyrical poem with fixed number of verses and a repeated rhyme. So, ano-ano kayong characteristics ng Ghazal? Number one, we have, yan na nga, nakalagay dyan sa monitor. It is a traditional expressions of love, separation, and loneliness. Okay? Next, it tells about both pain of loss of the lover and the beauty of love in spite of that pain. So, next, its structural requirements. Okay, its structural requirements are more strict. Then, it is considered by many to be one of the principal poetic forms in Pakistani civilization. Kasi this is a lyrical poem eh. And then, the last one, it can be sung by both men and women.
Okay, so that's all about Ghazal. So this time, let's have Kawali. Okay, so itong Kawali, ito also is spelled as Kawali in Pakistan and India. Q-A-V-V-A-L-I. Kawali. So, in Pakistan and India, an energetic musical performance of Sufi Muslim poetry. Okay, so what are the characteristics of Kawali? So, the devotional music of Chishti order. Okay, so that aims the listener to state of religious. So religious kasi yung kanilang ano diyan sa Pakistan and India. And another one is a vibrant musical tradition that stretches back more than 700 years ago. So it is still very religious until today. And then the next one is originally performed mainly of Sufi shrines throughout the subcontinent and gained mainstream popularity. So characterized by strong voices, explosive hand clapping, and intricate rhythms performed by all male ensemble. So usually mga lalaki. Okay, so that's all about Kawali.
Yan, narinig na natin ang vocal styles ng Israel which are Ghazal at Kawali. Ayan yung pronunciation niya, Kawali. Okay, ngayon naman mag-proceed tayo sa ano to? Anong flag kaya to? Diba? Meron siyang star sa gitna, meron siyang stripes na blue. Ayan, syempre kapag ganyan, okay, ang flag nila ay flag yan ng Israel. Kaya sabi nung ano doon, nung nag-host noon sa Miss Universe, ang pronunciation niya ay Israel. Sabi niya ganyan, Israel. So ano nga bang nakikita natin sa flag nila? Okay? Ang kanilang design ay nakuha nila sa kanilang talit. Ang talit noon ay parang shawl sa Philippines. Pero sa kanila, prayer shawl na ginagamit ng mga religious Jews. Okay, at meron silang 6-sided stars na sumisimbolo ng Shield of David or Star of David. Okay, now let's proceed to their vocal music. First, the music of West Asia is modal. Pag sinabi nating modal, melody ends on its tonic. Pag sinabi nating tonic, kung saang nota ka nagsimula, doon ka rin maglalas. So, meron tayong iba't ibang klase, 7 modes of modal. 7 types of modal. We have Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and Locrian. For example, sa Ionian, ito yung mga notes nila. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So, nag-end rin siya sa C, nag-start siya sa C, at nag-end siya sa C. Okay, another example, Dorian, mag-i-start siya sa D, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. Okay, and then sa Phrygian, mag-i-start siya sa E, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so ganun yung, and the rest, ganun din siya papataas ng papataas yung kanyang nota. Kung saan siya nag-start, dun din siya maglalast. Another is, harmony is not emphasized, but rather includes salient features such as melodic complexity and ornamentation. So, ito yung mga important na characteristics or features ng kanilang music. Okay? Masyado kasi siyang medyo complicated siya, complex siya, kaya yun ang kanilang vocal music. Okay, so vocal music of Israel. Israel singers have a distinctive vocal style. They sing with guttural and throaty enunciation. Para siyang husky, ganun kaya yon. Harsh. Yon, harsh yung kanilang pagkanta. Siguro kung ihahambing natin dito, parang siguro KZ Tandingan, mga ganon, mga husky, kinukuha nila yung kanilang voice sa kanilang throat.
Okay, so parang hindi lumilipat ang ating PowerPoint, Ma'am Monica. So,
Walang ating special technicalist.
Okay, Sir Jasper.
Special technicalist.
Hindi lumilipat ang aming
Technical
PowerPoint. Okay, so let us proceed to the two divisions of Jewish music. No? First is devotional. No? Pagka sinabi natin devotional, these are the characteristics. First is first is almost entirely vocal, no? Vocal ang ginagamit pagka sinabi nating boses, pagka sinabi nating vocal kasi is boses talaga, no? Okay, next one is during Sabbath and other holidays. So, yan, ginagamit ito or pinapatugtog ito, kinakanta ito kapag ka Sabbath and other holidays. Okay, ano nga ba ang tinatawag nilang Sabbath, no? Ang salitang Sabbath ay mula sa salitang Hebreo, nang ibig sabihin ay pahinga. Yan, bago ang pagkabuhay na muli ni Jesucristo, ang araw ng Sabat ay paggunita sa araw ng pamamahinga ng Diyos nang matapos niya ang paglikha. So, ito na yung when Jesus is naglikha siya, di ba? Okay, the seventh day, yun yung pahinga niya. Okay, next one is, the art of Heisan has always been evident in this culture. No? Sino nga ba si Heisan? Heisan is the leader of prayer in the synagogue. Yan. Okay, and then number 4 characteristics so far. So far is a special call to prayer and repentance. Ito yung pagka sinabi nating repentance, this is pagsisisi, no? Pagsisisi sa nagawang mga kasalanan. Okay, so that is all about devotional. Mama Eileen.
Yes, let's proceed to the second division of the Jewish music. We have the secular. Okay, so ano nga ba ang mga characteristics ng secular music of Israel? Okay, number 1, we have instruments and voice are used. So kung mapapansin natin ang pagkakaiba ng devotional and secular, dito sa secular, gumagamit both sa voice and instruments. Samantalang sa devotional division, ang ginagamit lang ay vocal. Okay, next. It is played during live passage event. Okay? And then next, context lies outside the religious domain. So yung devotional kanina kung mapapansin nyo, more on religious in nature. Samantalang yung secular, it is outside the context of a religious domain. Next, very rhythmic and have popular and romantic text. So, yung devotional kanina, mas sacred kaysa sa secular. So, yun yung pagkakaiba nila. Ma'am Monica?
Okay, yes. So, maliban dyan, sa mga nakilala music nila, yung narinig natin kaninang kanta ng Israel ay ang Zum Gali Gali, no? Okay, isa rin ito sa mga awitin na nakilala sa Israel. So, Zum Gali Gali is a work song. Okay.
Okay, yes. So, lumalalim na ang ating talakayan. Kaya naman, stay tuned lang tayo kasi marami pa tayong matututunan. Kagaya lamang ng musical instruments. Kaya umpisahan na natin, Ma'am Anna Mary.
Okay, yes, Ma'am Monica. Bago ako mag-start, so, nais ko muna tingnan natin kung active pa rin ang mga learners natin ngayon. May question ako doon sa mga diniscuss natin. Okay, ganun pa rin? Just comment your answer. Ma'am Monica, kindly monitor the comment box. Okay, this is the question. No? What is the difference between devotional song and secular song? Okay, ulitin ko. What is the difference between devotional and secular song? Okay, just comment your answer. Okay, while waiting, yung sagot ng mga grade 8 learners natin, so talakayin na natin ang instrument of music of India. Okay, so bago ako mag-start, balikan muna natin ang classifications of instrument natin dito sa atin. Okay, ang Philippines ay merong 5 classification of instrument. First is aerophone. Pagka sinabi nating aerophone, ito yung mga instrument na inihipan. Second one is chordophone. Okay, these are the instrument na kung saan pinapalo or meaning to say is non-membranous percussion instrument. Okay, then another one is membranophone. When you say membranophone, this is a percussive instrument. All types of drums are classified as membranophone. Yun lagi nating tatandaan. And then, next one is chordophone or yung tinatawag nilang string instrument. And then, next one is the aerophone. No? So, those are the instrument natin. Now, tingnan natin kung ano ang pagkakahalintulad niya sa musical instrument of India. Okay, first classification ng instrument nila is I am gun. No? Gun is described as non-membranous percussive instrument but with a solid resonators. So, kung mapapansin natin, ang inilagay kong picture dyan is the different types of instrument dito na classified as idiophone. Meaning to say, yaan yung mga instrument na made of non-membranous. Ito yung mga instrument na gawa sa kahoy, gawa sa metal, yung mga yan, no? Okay, kung makikita natin, meron tayong harp diyan, merong cymbals, yung mga yan, merong xylophone, no? Okay, so what are the instrument under gun sa India? Okay, first is gatam, second is karta, manjira, and naut. Okay, so those are the instrument under gun. Okay, next one is abanads. Abanad is described as a membranous percussive instrument. No? Okay, so ito yung ang classification niya is all types of drums. Na? Okay, now, what are those instruments na makikita natin under dyan? Ito, meron silang daf, or yung tinatawag nilang dafu, tabla, and dol. Okay, kung bagayahalin tulad natin sila dito, ito yung mga instrument na membranophone. Okay, next one. Sushier. Sushier is also known as blown air. Yung mga hinihipan na instrument. It is characterized by the use of air to excite the various resonators. Okay, ano yung mga sample niya? Meron silang bansuri, shenai, shang, and surpeti. And then, the last one is, another type is tat. Referred to as Bina during the old civilization, the instrument in this class are plucked string instrument. Okay, those are the instrument na made of, meron siyang chord. No? Okay, ano-ano ba yung mga sample ng instrument nila sa India? First, meron silang sitar, rabab, godubajam, ektar, and hobigan. And then the last one is Vittan. Vittan is described as bow string instrument. Actually, this is a string instrument lang. Then, ang pagkakaiba niya sa tat and vitat, yung vitat may bow siya. No, may pangganon siya. While yung tat is more on string siya. Actually, ang vitat ay hindi pa siya, during the Indian, hindi pa totally na nakilala ang instrument na ito. No? Okay, so that's it. That is all about the classification of instrument of India.
Okay, yes, Ma'am Ana Mary. So, bawat classification na yun ay may katumbas sa atin, di ba? Kagaya na lang nitong vitat, meron tayong violin. Sa tat, meron tayong guitar. Ayan, so dumako naman tayo sa question nung kanina, Ma'am Ani. Anong pagkakaiba ng devotional at secular? At sumagot naman si Alexander James Timbreza ng 8SPA. Sabi niya, devotional, entirely vocal, at secular, both instruments and voice are used.
Wow, ang galing naman. Tama, ano? So, tama ang sagot ni Mr. Timbresa. Congratulations! Okay, next tayo, Ma'am Aligria.
Okay, so this time let's have the significant instruments of Pakistan. So ito yung makikita ninyo palagi doon sa kanilang musical performance, yung mga significant instrument of Pakistan. So first one is, meron silang tinatawag na tabla. Okay, so nakikita natin dyan sa screen natin, two instrument in one play, and tinatawag nilang with the baya and daya. With the baya, the left side of daya. So paano ito piniplay? So ito ay piniplay through variety of different fingers and hand strokes. So membranophone. Okay, so next one is dolak. So nakikita nyo yung dolak sa ating screen. Can be played in 3 ways on the player lap. Pwedeng nakalagay sa lap, pwedeng nakatayo sila, at pwedeng nakasit din sila sa floor. So paano nila piniplay yan? Hinahampas din yan sa both side ng instrument. Ayan, so napakaganda ng sound yan. Okay, number 3 is meron silang harmonium. So kung nakikita ninyo, parang isang piano. Okay? So can be made to work using either the feet or hand kasi may pedal yung ano na yan. Okay? So next one is yung rubab. Okay, so nakikita ninyo is a lute instrument played with bow through plucking the string. So meron din tayong lute dito sa Pilipinas.
Okay. Yes, so ayan. So nalaman na natin ang mga instrument of Pakistan. Dumako naman tayo sa instrument of Israel. Ma'am Maylin.
Yes, so we will be discussing the significant instruments of Israel. So I will be discussing each instrument and bibigay natin yung classification nila according to Hornbostel-Sachs classification of instrument. Yung na-discuss kanina ni Ma'am Annie. So one, we have the Jewish lyre. Okay, kung makikita natin, ang kanilang lyre ay may string. Okay, so that is classified as chordophone. So sinabi natin kanina, any instrument na napapatunog sa pamamagitan ng string or chord ay tatawagin nating chordophone. Next, we have the shofar. Okay, shofar is classified as aerophone. Yes, kasi hinihipan, napapatunog siya sa pamamagitan ng pag-ihip. Okay? Next, another we have the psalterion. So, makikita natin, ang psalterion ay may string. So, that is classified as chordophone. Next, we have the goblet. Okay? So, goblet is classified as membranophone. And the last one, another classification. Another instrument rather. The classification of TOF is chordophone.
That is chordophone. Okay.
Okay, now let's proceed to the run-through of our learning activity sheets.
Okay, yes. So, grade 8 learners, kuhanin ng inyong learning activity sheets at i-open na, sabayan ako. Okay, so for activity number 1, titled Piece, Order, and Organize. So directions, compare and contrast the vocal instruments, music of Pakistan from the music of India. Draw this diagram on a sheet of paper and fill in the spaces. Okay, so makikita ninyo yung diagram doon sa inyong learning activity sheets. Okay, next for activity number 2, lend me your ears. Directions, listen perceptively and describe the elements of music in the folk song, Hymn to Shiva. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. Okay, for activity number 3, let's sing together. Okay, now that we have finished our overview in the music of South Asia and Middle East, it is time for us to hear your own song interpretation. You will sing the Israeli song, Zoom Gali Gali, and record your performances using your cell phone or other media devices and submit it to your facilitator through Messenger or teacher through Messenger, email, or other media platforms. So, in activity number 3, ito yung magiging consider as your performance task sa Music 8. Okay.
Okay, yes, malinaw na malinaw ang ating activities at na-discuss na rin natin ang musical instruments ng India, Pakistan, and Israel. Now, let's have a recap on what have been transpired on today's session, Ma'am Maylin.
Yes. Yes, we discussed about vocal music of India, Pakistan, and Israel. Also, we discussed about the characteristics of traditional music of India, Pakistan, and Israel, and the musical instruments of India, Pakistan, and Israel.
Okay, so ayan. So, narinig na natin kung anong natalakay natin ngayon. So, what are the specific values we can get in our lesson? Okay, first, so narinig natin kanina na ang mga music ng Pakistan, Israel, and India ay more on spiritual or devotional song. So, ngayon, tingnan natin ang sarili natin, 'di ba? Napakarami natin mga anak na nararanasan ngayon, especially mga nagdaang taon hanggang ngayon, problema natin ang tinatawag nating COVID, 'di ba? So, anong ginihintay natin? So, through sa mga narinig natin kanina, since ito yung time na tayo ay magmuni-muni, dalin natin sa magandang paraan, or meaning to say is tayo ay, in other words, tayo ay magdasal, no, sa ating mga nararanasan ngayong panahon ng pandemic. Okay, this is the time na makinig tayo ng mga, instead of manood ng mga malalaswang panood, this is the time talaga na pwede nating makinig ng mga spiritual songs para medyo gumaan-gaan ang ating pakiramdam. Okay, yes, Ma'am Ali. Ano pa, Ma'am Ali?
Okay, so what specific values can you get in the lesson today? So kailangan nating yung pagmamahal natin sa ating kultura through sharing kung ano yung music natin sa iba din.
Yes, tama ka dyan, Ma'am Maylin. Ano nga ba ang iyong natutunan sa ating aralin ngayon?
Yes, so natutunan ko na ang music can give one an emotional response. So, it's either it can boost or raise someone's mood, get excited, or make them calm and relax. It also allows us to feel nearly or possibly all emotions that we experience in our lives.
Okay, yes. So, yun po ang ating mga natutunan sa araw na ito. Kaya naman, thank you po sa ating OIC, Dr. Rodrigo V. Pasco, for giving us the opportunity to experience this kind of activity, and to our head teacher, Sir Leo Bernardo, and our master teacher, Sir Francis Maneja. Thank you for joining us today. See you again next time on MAPEH Quest. Sa MAPEH, learning is more amazing.
More amazing.
Okay, see you next week again sa Hearing ng Arts.
Music, arts, physical education, and health. Mga aralin na dapat malaman, inyong tututukan dito sa 106.3 Dance Radio. Ang istasyong magbibigay ng edukasyon kahit saan man, at ang silid-aralan sa radyo, 106.3 DWDR-FM. Sa MAPEH, learning is amazing! Ito ang 106.3 Dance Radio. Dance Radio.
Prepare yourself.
Ang silid-aralan sa radyo, hatid namin ay makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo at kalaman. Mapaumaga, tanghali o hapon man yan, ang istasyong magbibigay impormasyon kahit saan man.
Alright, here we go.
106.3 Dance Radio. Doña Aurora National High School, Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela.
This
106.3 DWDR-FM.